what you wanna do. Yeah. She don't play and she mad type. She got brains and I'm top tight. She that lady. She go.
Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thanks for clicking. Please subscribe if you like the content that I post. And if you're not new, hey, again. This is so weird. Anyway, I just want to give a disclaimer. I really do hate disclaimers because I feel like if you don't like something, then you can just keep pushing, keep it moving, but apparently that's a tough concept for people. So just a disclaimer, if you don't like medical terms or you don't like, I guess vulgar is such a subjective word, but if things make you uncomfortable easily, especially when it pertains to your body, number one, you gotta grow up and you gotta be open to information. Number two, don't watch this video because to be honest with you, I don't want to hear it. So anyway, for the people that are here for real information, we're going to talk about the menstrual cup, specifically Saalt menstrual cup. I got mine on Amazon. I don't remember how much it is, but I'll leave the link below. The seller is Saalt, the company. And let's just start by saying that I've never used a menstrual cup before. Menstrual cups are fairly new to my knowledge, as in the last couple years. The first menstrual cup I've ever heard about is the Diva cup. And from the moment I saw it, it was like very intimidating, but also like, if this works, this could be amazing because I don't like tampons. I'm 25 and tampons aren't my go-to. I like the idea of them, but I don't know, they're just not my go-to. I also don't like pads because I feel like my vagina can't breathe. Like it's just smothered. So I finally decided to purchase a menstrual cup. Now I got the regular size. I know that's probably weird because I've never used a cup before, so most people would get the small, but I don't know, I was feeling spontaneous. So my first impression of the cup, so just a little bit of backstory, I already use a NuvaRing as a method of birth control. So I'm already kind of familiar with the way that you're supposed to fold it. I'm already familiar with this, but seeing this is very scary. I don't know if it looks big to you, but seeing it is pretty scary, especially when you don't really know. Like, I'm not really sure what kind of pelvic floor I have. I'm not really sure what the inside, like when you buy these, they go based off of how high or low your cervix is, pre or post birth, if you've had children, things like that. So I'm not really an expert in that area as far as my anatomy. But if we're gonna be honest, and I'm sure there's like teenagers, women who are teenagers and up watching this, I would hope, or men if you're interested, you're gonna have possibly all sorts of things go in and come out of your vagina in your lifetime. So when you look at this, it's really not that bad, especially if you've had exams already. You've had a speculum go up there and be cranked open. So I mean, it is possible to get it in there. You just have to figure out what size is for you, what brand is for you. So I'm hoping that my spontaneous purchase won't go to waste, but I'm not, close off to the idea that I may have to purchase a different one. So I'll probably insert it in the shower, which they do say is best to have this use water as a lubricant. So I'll probably try and insert it in the shower. But yeah, so just going over the cup. At the top it has, I don't know if you can see, but it has little holes surrounding the cup aspect of it to unsuction when it's time to pull it out. It also has these ridges. I don't know if you could see it. Yeah, it has 3 little ridges, so it's also easier for you to pull, like for you to have a better grasp when it's time to pull it out. And it has a tail that you can also customize and shorten once you get more comfortable with putting it in and out. You can cut off pieces that may be too long or irritating you. And I feel like anybody who shuns that or is turned off by that is like, don't be around those people. They're crazy. They're crazy. I just went off on a rant. Anyway, I'm going to come back when I have inserted this and let you know my thoughts. Okay, so I'm back. Excuse the glare. Let me just back up a little bit. So as you can see, I had to like put my hair up. I changed my clothes because it got real. I don't want to scare you when I say that, but so basically I got the cup in, but I just want to give you some pointers that I saw in here and I also didn't see in here. So for one, I would suggest you do this naked because it's very messy. You don't want to turn your bathroom into a surgery unit. So I would suggest doing it naked. Don't have anything on or anything in front of you or around you that you either don't want to get blood on, or it will be very difficult to remove the blood off of. Luckily in my bathroom, everything is like an easy wipe surface. Also, I found it better to kind of squat putting this in. I used the C-fold to put it in because that's what I use, like I said, for maneuvering. I will say that I didn't get it in on the first try until I squatted a little bit. I tried with my leg on the tub and that didn't really work for me, so I squatted. Also, I had a little, so I didn't get it in on the first try. I did get it in on the second try, but I had a little bit of difficulty getting it to pop open. Now, I actually was doing it wrong. I was pulling the stem down to try and grab the ridges at the base, and I just read that you're not supposed to pull the stem, so don't pull the stem. It is going to be a little weird. You're going to be fishing around in there possibly, so just get comfortable, relax, put on some R&B or some soul music or something, because it's going to take some fiddling around. So I would just relax. I didn't actually feel it pop open officially, so I'm still not sure if it actually popped open, but I did check, feel around the base and there was no ridges, so I'm hoping that it popped open, but I'm wearing a pad just in case it didn't. I am very shocked that I cannot feel this thing. I showed you guys how big it was, and the first thing that came to my mind is, wow, you have a big vagina. That's the first thing I thought of, but I really quickly got that out of my head because that could be considered a negative thing to say to myself. But I was just shocked that I could get that in there. Even though I told you guys, like I said before, in your lifetime, your vagina will come in contact with a few things. So I shouldn't be that shocked. But yeah, it's in right now. At first it felt like it was pressing on my bladder, so I was a little worried that the size was too big, but I don't feel anything right now. I don't feel the urge to pee or anything, so I'm curious to see when it is time to pee what my stream will look like, because us women, our streams are unpredictable. Your pee stream could go this way, that way, you never know. It just depends. So I'm curious to see if that's going to be a messy situation. Also, I would suggest, and I'm going to buy, a squeegee bottle, like how what they give postpartum women after having a baby, the little squeeze bottle to clean themselves. I'm going to get one because I think that it would be a lot easier, especially upon removal and reinsertion. I think it'll be easier to clean up down there, especially so you can tell whether you're leaking or not. So yeah, so far I really like this cup, and I'm really hoping I'm going to check it. It's 9 o'clock now, so I'm gonna check it in like a few hours just to see what's going on. I probably won't actually take it out until about, I'd say 3 o'clock I'll take it out. So just checking in upon removal of my Saalt Cup. It is 3:17 right now. I had it in since about 8 a.m. this morning. And as a beginner, and if there are some beginners watching or people that are trying again, just be careful removing your Saalt Cup, because my shower, TMI, but my shower just looked like a crime scene. I'm glad I removed it. and didn't keep it in the full 12 hours because my first 2 days are usually really heavy, and my cup was, I can't show you it, but it was a lot. It was a lot. I'm still working on removing my cup without it splattering everywhere. So what I would suggest is to, if you're gonna remove it, if you're gonna remove it out of the shower, to take all of your nice bath mats out of it. I would suggest taking it out of the bathroom because it's not safe. Also, if you have a shower curtain that's like fabric and that can be stained, I don't know. I just wouldn't risk it. I'm glad my bathroom is almost like perfectly set up for this kind of thing. So yeah, removing it for me is still a little difficult splatter wise, but I still feel the same way since earlier. The cup is very comfortable. I still cannot believe that I don't feel it. I've gotten a little better at inserting it. At first I was using the C-fold. I don't know where my paper is, but I don't know which fold it's called, but it's like the C-fold, except you fold it in a little bit more, almost like so it's concaved. More one side you push in kind of into the cup a little bit more so that the rim is a little smaller to get in, and that was a lot easier for me. Also, some more tips. If you, as far as taking it out, bear down on your pelvis, and you can, as in like bear down meaning like put pressure on your pelvis to push the cup out. If you are kind of more familiar with your vagina, you know how to do that already. I don't really know how to describe it other than like pushing, like I'm doing it now, like pushing down your vaginal canal so that you can grab the base of the cup. Again, do not pull the stem. I was able to not pull the stem this time by bearing down on my pelvic floor. So I hope that so many people want to drive down my block. So many people want to drive down my street, and I can't close the window because it's too hot. So let's wrap this up. I love the menstrual cup. I didn't have any leaks. I forgot to mention that. I didn't have any leaks the first time around. But I'm gonna be going to work soon, so I'm gonna bring an extra pair of underwear with me just in case I do leak this time. But I did check to make sure it was sealed all the way around, and it is. So I hope this was helpful. Again, I got my Saalt Cup in a size regular. I have not tried one before. It was a risk me buying a regular, so I would suggest for first time users to buy a small. Don't ask me why I didn't, but it ended up working out, so that's wonderful. Like I said, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, you can ask me, but I would consult like someone on the website or someone who's an expert in this, whatever makes you more comfortable. And let me know if you guys do use these cups, what you think. Which brands have you tried? And that's my TED Talk for the afternoon. And I will see you guys on YouTube somewhere. So I like this kind of stuff, but I also kind of got the extra nudge when I was talking about it with some people, and one of the responses I got was like, "You're gonna put that on your channel?" And I was just looking, and it was coming from a woman, and I was just looking like, why wouldn't I? And that's when I was like, no, you need to do this video, because if I had access to these things when I was in my earlier stages of womanhood, I would have so much more information, because whether you like it or not, the people around you may not have all the information. That's why it's out here for people to receive. So depending on how you were raised and, you know, what your background is, information may be limited. So it's up to you to go get it. People are squeamish. Some topics are taboo. So you may never get the truth based off of what people want to tell you. You're going to have to find it on your own. And that's why I love YouTube, because it's such a big platform for information and knowledge, and especially through different experiences. And I love that.